Since 1818, the Farmers Almanac has provided weather predictions along with stories and brain teasers and some recipes too. Joining me is the editor, Peter Geiger. He's joining us via Skype. Hey, Peter, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing great today. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, I understand that according to the Almanac, there's going to be a blue moon in 2012. What is a blue moon?
Well, blue moon is when you have two full moons in the same month. So during the month of August in 2012, there's going to be a full moon early in the month and then on the 31st. So that constitutes a blue moon. And when you hear the phrase once in a blue moon, it's about once every 2.5 years.
Well, that's not too much of a blue moon then. Okay. Well,
no, not at all.
I understand, according to the Almanac, there are certain days that are better to start a diet. I always go for Monday.
Well, you know, there's great days for starting a diet, and we have in our Almanac calendars of events of when you're supposed to do things, everything from planting to starting diets to buying a home and so forth. So that's our guide to kind of good living. But you got to have the perseverance as well. I think the same goes true of a best day for stopping to smoke. So you can follow along in the calendar in the Almanac, but you got to have a little personal fortitude as well.
Yeah, for sure. We have had some wacky weather over the past couple years.
Yes.
What is the Almanac predicting?
Well, actually, the good news is that we think that the temperatures are going to be above normal for southern Ohio, and it'll be average temperatures of northern Ohio. Southern Ohio will be above normal temperatures, but extremely wet. So we're saying it's going to be a year of climb and punishment. Not that you haven't had enough punishment so far, but I think you're going to see some ice storms. You're going to see, probably in the early part of December, a pretty good significant snowstorm. So it's going to be very much an up and down kind of winter. But in the 2012 Farmers Almanac, you can kind of follow along. You can also go online at farmersalmanac.com and catch it all there as well.
What do you say to those folks who go, look, you know, we're meteorologists, we're scientists, this is the Farmers Almanac. What do you say to those folks who are doubters?
Well, I mean, there are people who are doubters, but then there's millions of people who follow the Farmers Almanac and have since 1818, who actually enjoy it, who plan their weddings, plan their vacations by the publication. The only person who ever says that to me, quite frankly, is a meteorologist. so I forgive them for that. But basically, the Almanac is done 2 years in advance. The weather is out there. People can go and see what we're going to say. We can't change our mind, unlike the local person. And we live and die by the printed word, as it were.
Okay. And so finding the Farmers Almanac on newsstands, where do we find it?
Yeah, you should find it in stores. You'll find it on our website. It's got an orange and green cover. And if you go to my website, farmersalmanac.com, put your zip code in, it'll tell you exactly where to find it.
All right, Peter, so good to finally get to talk to you.
Hey,
Take care of yourself. And our thanks to the Farmers Almanac, of course, for that Skype time. All right.